Hello. Hello.
Javi and Maria Antonia?
Yeah.
No, Javi, Jim and Maria Antonia.
Yeah. Hello. How is everyone doing? Let me just go here through the comment section, see if I'm live or not. Yes, yes, yes. Hello. Hello, guys. Let me know in the comment section if you can see me. Yeah. If you can hear me. Hello. Live. Hello. Oh, let me. Already 11 likes. Let's make sure to smash up that like button on your way in. And I'm going to go quickly through the comment section just to say hello, see who is here for the moment. Joseph, Lauren, thank you very much for joining. My moderators here. We've got some members also here in the comment section. Average, thank you for joining. Let's take a look at the comment section. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin first of all. See what's going on. Are we going to have, one last dip? Or is this it, guys? Is this it? And we are going to see, a pretty big relief rally in the next coming days to $44,000, $45,000. This is something that we are going to analyze. I've got this box over here. For me, it's going to be an extreme buy zone, this area, all right? This area in between $37,000 and $40,000 is an extreme buy zone, in my opinion. And like I said yesterday, one of the reasons why there is going to be a massive, if there is going to be a liquidity grab, potentially it was yesterday already. I think this was a little bit of a small dump right there. We do have a massive wick, so you can clearly see the buying interest already below that area. Okay, as you can see here on Bitcoin, if you take a look at the 4 hourly, the 1 hourly, you can see that massive wick with high volume. This is the thing. This is the bulls, defending that low 40K level. The interest below $40,000 is absolutely huge. So, yeah, it's just basically going to see a lot of volatility. So this is why I think that, any opportunity below $40,000, I don't think Bitcoin will successfully break down below $40,000. There's just going to be massive volatility, a little bit of scary action, and then we're going to start seeing some much higher levels. Now, we'll be talking about the resistance, right? If you are doing any high leverage trading to the upside, then, we need to take a look at the potential resistance. And, the strongest resistance that I see, the strongest one right now is the 45.7, right? The 45.7, if you take a look at the 1 hourly chart, is where we have been bouncing consistently as support, right? As soon as we had that relief rally after the 4th of December drop, right? So we had the 4th of December drop right there. And, we were bouncing consistently, as you can see, at this level. And why were we bouncing consistently at this level? Well, if we zoom in, you can clearly see it is a major level right there. And if you zoom out a little bit, you can see the amount of volume that we did make, right, from trading at around this area. So it looks like that after this volatility, to the downside, that there will be some kind of relief rally in the next coming days or next coming weeks. We know that this area is going to be really hard to break to the upside. I'm talking about the 45.7, approximately 45.7 area, which might be a good opportunity to short, or depending on what kind of price action we do till we get to those levels. Now, immediate short term, anything can happen. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. We'll be doing a little bit of very short-term analysis. Very short-term analysis. I think we are potentially, we've got this massive resistance above us. We went all the way up here. Okay, this resistance that we had marked from this wick. Okay, remember before yesterday, I did make a trade here because this was looking pretty good from this pump with some. It was small volume. It was okay volume. I was pretty confident that after this consolidation, we were going to have that leg up. So I entered a trade there and took profits right over here. So yeah, basically we just wicked almost to the exact dollar at that resistance range. I'm talking about the 42.7, 42 and between 42.6 and 42.7 right there where we did have that massive wick. So, you know, you got the bears pushing the price down here, and you got the bulls pushing the price up here. So it's very, you know, it's very undecisive moment right here. As soon as we break above this level with some pretty high volume, and we want to see a pretty nice solid at least 1 hourly candle close above this area with volume, and then, you know, we could see much higher levels. Not much higher levels, I mean, it's pretty simple here. We'll be taking a look at the 45.7, but we are going to see a lot of resistance during that climb up. Okay, it's going to be a pump and dump until we get to those levels. But before that happens, you know, it's still really bearish. We are below very strong resistance, and I think there is a chance for Bitcoin, you know, to actually come back down and make another retest. It's very, very possible. I am actually in a small short scalp position on the S&P 500, and I'll explain why also right now. It's very important to see what's going on with the S&P 500. You can clearly see the S&P 500 is in a clear uptrend, right? I think there is a possibility for the S&P 500 to have another drop before we can see all-time highs in the next coming weeks. Whoever thinks a stock market crash is coming anytime soon, yeah, I mean, I've seen so many people talk about, you know, stock market crash is happening. Stock market, I've seen it during, you know, the last couple of years. And yeah, you do not really want to fight the trend, only for scalping, right? Only for scalping. And yeah, basically here on the 1 hourly chart on the S&P 500, where we were dropping since the Federal Reserve was talking about the hikes for 2022. Nothing's going to happen basically, and for at least for the next coming months, in my opinion. So we are going to see higher levels on the S&P 500. Now, if we do have, you know, slightly more corrective move, I think we are going to form a kind of a harmonic pattern. But anyway, until we don't see some more price action, then we don't really know. So yeah, let me just go through the comment section. Right, Average, how are you doing? Lauren, hello. Joseph, Power will talk anytime soon. Let's see how will the markets react, says Joseph. I'm scared, says Dankster. Yeah, don't worry. You know, you don't need to be scared. Hello, everybody, says Pitch. How are you doing? Hi, Andy. Can you help analyze Kishu Inu? Thank you. Undefined gravity. Let's take a look at Kishu Inu. I'm not sure if we're going to have any data on Kishu Inu, but yeah, until there's not going to until the meme hype. If there's no meme hype, we're not going to see any of these tokens do any major move to the upside. I think they're just in a slow, steady decline, as you can see here on the chart. It's flattening out right now, which is pretty good. I think one of the best meme tokens that you could take a look for a potential meme, you know, season, right? Let's just call it like that. Is Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, right? They're basically the leaders of a potential meme season, right? Let's take a look at Shiba Inu. What's Shiba Inu doing? You know, Shiba Inu is at that major level zone right there, where you do have this consolidation, right? And we're basically just at the very lows. I'm not sure if we are going to go much lower from the current levels. I would like to see a little bit of more sideways action. So I think, you know, what's Kishu Inu ticker symbol? Kishu. I think there's probably no data here on TradingView. There is here on OKX. Yeah, basically, this got a beautiful bounce from this level. This is looking at the daily. As you can see, this is the only box that we do have there. Basically, very strong resistance right there. Bounce. You're creating lower highs. You're creating a descending triangle. You finally break to the downside. Now, yeah, taking a look at Kishu Inu. We're still pretty far away from the summer lows. If we take a look at the fib levels from the extreme low, we're probably at the 78. Yeah, well, we're actually below that range. So we basically crushed all the Fibonacci support levels, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good, if you ask me. Maybe some signs of bottoming out here. It would be nice. It would be nice to see at least Kishu Inu breaking above this major resistance. Now, this is extremely volatile. It's absolutely crazy if you're trying to trade any of these cryptos because, yeah, basically this could pump and dump easily, right? If you're looking at the technicals, sometimes technicals doesn't work on these very low mid cap coins, because basically one or two entities can absolutely control the price, and you might have a massive pump, you're getting above some major levels, and you might come back down to those lower levels. Okay, so I would just say, you know, if you are bullish in this meme coin, once you've corrected this huge amount and you are going sideways, you know, it is the moment you want to potentially buy in and sell when you pump. There's not too much technicals on these tokens. Don't be scared, smash it. Thank you, Lauren, for the support. Right, Bin Chicken, how are you doing? Let's take a look at the comment section, see what's going on. Chainlink boys, the infogram, look at all the mods in here. Mark Dutch, smash up the like button, you got it, my man. Thank you very much for the support. Right, requests. Right, look at all the requests here from Average. Right, let's take a look at those altcoins. We're going to take a look at a bunch of altcoins. I got Average here with all the request tokens. Thank you very much for that. That's a great help. MATIC exploding. Let's take a look at MATIC. Well, we were talking about MATIC being in a very, very good zone. Okay. Just in between $1.80, right? $1.80 and $2, because it was in a very, very nice, healthy uptrend, in my opinion. So yeah, I remember seeing a lot of, some people in the comment section saying MATIC to $1.50 or something like that. I'm not saying it cannot happen, but let's go with the trend. The trend is to the upside. And yeah, I did a video on this the other day about this being a huge accumulation cylinder. It does very much look like it. Okay, there's no massive pump like this, right? During this uptrend, there's just nice pump and dump with higher lows and higher highs. This is looking very, very strong. This, as soon as this starts, retesting the highs again, just around about that $2.80 range in the next coming weeks, it's just going to be a recipe for an explosion and entering price discovery. So yeah, nothing much to add here on MATIC. Let me just take a look at Average here. He's giving me all the different cryptos here from the people that are requesting. Yeah, on MATIC, any short-term analysis on MATIC, I think we were talking about that $2, $180 range to be a great buy zone, and it's turning out to be pretty, it's actually going up from that range. So yeah, we were talking about the $1.80 being the low and the $2 being the high, that range over here being a great buy zone. And one of the reasons why is because you got that extreme major support level, major resistance right there. You got a hit there, a little bit of volatility there, and it is definitely a good area. If we zoom out on the 4 hourly, you can clearly see also that you do have, this massive trend here with these higher lows. And, the closer you get from, in an uptrend, basically you want to try and sell at the resistance and buy at the support, right? So if you are continuing that trend to the upside, we were seeing MATIC, getting very, very close to that support level, which was around about the $1.80. So yeah, a great buy zone right over there on MATIC, and yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. I think it's going to go. It's on its way. Well, you might have another opportunity to buy in, but it's on its way to retest all-time highs in the coming weeks. That's what I can see with this massive uptrend. Let's take a look at PYR. Right, PYR. What is this crypto? Vulcan Forget. Right, let's take a look at this one. PYR. US dollar. Let's take a look. And by the way, I am still not in any long positions. I am planning in long in BTC. I've got all the orders right over here ready. Like yesterday, nothing has changed for me just yet. So yeah, I am looking for that volatility in the next coming days. This is if we do not pump from our current levels. Now, I could ladder in. Now, this is something that I am thinking about before I take a look at this other crypto. I am thinking of, laddering in, getting in a small position right here. If we come lower, getting more in, okay, and then get that potential bounce. But I'm going to be patient. I think I have a little bit of confidence that we are going to, slightly lose this level right over here again and get another opportunity. So this is something that I'll be analyzing, especially if the S&P 500 does have a little bit of a drop still before pumping. But I do see the S&P pumping and breaking all-time highs in the coming weeks as well. Yeah, it's also in a healthy uptrend. This is the S&P 500. I shorted this. The only reason I shorted this, right, is because of the massive resistance right now. It's just a little scalp. I was planning to take profits around this area. I haven't just yet, but just a little scalp right there from this drop. We were basically hitting the 50% Fibonacci from here, from the top to the lows right there, just almost to the dollar right there, to the point, actually, to the tick. And we've also got a cluster, and we just got hit that level, got a massive rejection. And I should have taken profits already. And one of the reasons why I should have taken profits is, we need to take a look at the support and resistance, right? You need to have a clear target. But I think we can slightly break this level. Now, the reason I shorted here was 50% Fibonacci retracement, and also, the biggest amount of volume that there is is just at that area straight after we lost it. It's the first kind of second retest. So, pretty confident on that trade. And where was I planning to take profits? Well, around this area, actually. I was too busy getting the video ready, so I'm still in that position, but I'm pretty confident that it might come to slightly lower levels. Now, why take profits at this level? We're currently bouncing at that range. We're taking a look at the S&P right now because of, the 4,630. We talked about this level yesterday, actually. That consolidation right over there. And also, you have a kind of a V-shaped recovery. If you take a look at the fib levels from the low, you're basically already, hitting that 50% level also. To the actual tick right there. So 4,629 points hit perfectly the 50% levels. I think they could see a little bit of volatility hitting at least 61%, and then maybe getting the bounce or coming to lower levels if we do lose this consolidation. So it's definitely a good area to take some profits right there if you did short from here, right? So it's a quick scalp right there. This is traded on PrimeXBT, guys. PrimeXBT, you do not get a really special bonus right now. You get 25% fee discount. But the good thing about PrimeXBT, you can trade S&P 500. You can trade all sorts. There's gold, there's oil, there's all sorts of different assets that you can trade. And you're using Bitcoin as collateral. So, every time you gain a trade on the S&P 500 or gold or oil, it's a good way if you are good trading some other markets. It's another good way to accumulate Bitcoin. Let's take a look at PYR. Okay, I just wanted to take a look at that, guys. I am looking for that huge bounce on the S&P 500 at some point. Okay, let me get these fibs out of the way. So yeah, just zooming out, what I'm expecting in the coming weeks on the S&P 500 is basically just following this trend to the upside. So yeah, as you can see, the trend is super strong. Just like with the trend right over here, it was just super strong. We basically in an uptrend, right? There's no science behind that. So I think it's very likely to continue. Now, I do see Joseph saying, depending on what the Federal Reserve says. Now, if they start saying they're going to, put interest rates, to 2-3%, which it's very unlikely in my opinion. Then, yeah, obviously we could see this trend breaking to the downside. If we start breaking down below this major support and also the support of this uptrend, so if we start losing this higher low right there on the S&P 500, which is at the 4,530 points, it's not going to be looking good. We could see a pretty nasty fall in the next coming weeks. But anyway, till that happens, we are in an uptrend. It is bullish. So yeah. So that's that. Let's take a look at this crypto. It's very important, guys, to know if the S&P 500 does start, it does continue pumping in the next coming weeks, it's going to have a good effect on Bitcoin and crypto in general. So PYR, we do not have much data here. So we go with Bitrex. Yeah, there's not too much volume on this one. I mean, these coins, guys, this one got absolutely crushed, like most of them. I mean, it is sitting at a major level right now. Let's just go to the daily, zoom in on this one. It's basically just getting a bounce from this level right there, where we do have, quite a bit of resistance. So yeah, maybe we are going to find a floor here. Maybe it is going to find a floor. Let's just take a look at Fibonacci levels, keeping it in easy from the low of the pump to the high. Yeah, we're basically at the 78% levels. 78% levels getting supported there by a thread. So yeah, we're at the ultimate support range. So if we start going sideways from this level in the next coming weeks, it's going to be an excellent buy zone, in my opinion. Yeah, we're getting resistance from this area, keeping it simple, nice Fibonacci level. I have no idea what this crypto does. What is it? So just by looking at the chart, if it does go sideways, it will be a potential indicator of a bottom formation. But yeah, I wouldn't risk it too yet. We're just having the first relief rally from the lows. So I would wait for a couple of weeks of price action. Right, let's take a look at OM. Oh my goodness, I have all of these different cryptos to take a look at. Average. OM, let's take a look at OM. Yeah, OM. Right, let's take a look at OM. What is OM? Another crypto I have no idea. I mean, I've only done research, on 30 cryptos maybe, and there's over 7,000 cryptocurrencies. Last time I heard, there's probably 10,000 now. So yeah, I only do my research basically. There's so many cryptocurrencies out there that it's just not. I've probably done a research on cryptos for 10 cryptos. Mantra DAO, okay, this one rings a bell. Mantra DAO. Let's do some analysis on this. This one's getting absolutely crushed sideways, like most of them. Let's take a look at this one on the chart. Let's see if we find a chart with a little bit more data here. Qcoin, Poloniex. Maybe Poloniex will do. Yeah. Right, let's take a look at this one. This is basically going to enter extreme oversold territory here on the RSI, on the daily RSI. So yeah, we could expect some kind of relief rally coming for this one. It's basically just retesting the summer lows. I think, it cannot go much lower than this. It cannot go much lower than this. I gotta say, it is in a downtrend, but it is very likely to find some kind of support there. We got the resistance here. We had a double bottom. This was back in between November and December of 2020. We had the early 2021 massive rally, come back down, pump and dump. This is it for this one. I think it's just going to enter a nice solid consolidation before it starts any type of movement to the upside. It's absolutely crazy to do short term on these ones, especially on this chart. There's absolutely no liquidity. It's just going down. We are looking for strong support levels basically. So yeah, looking at Mantra DAO on the daily, we are looking for a nice solid area at that 10-cent level. I don't think we're going to go much lower below 10 cents. It's going to be a nice accumulation zone, this area. keeping it simple, guys. I mean, take a look at these cryptos, absolutely crazy. Right. Let's take a look at 300 watching. Yeah, show some love, guys. Show some love. Smash that like button. That is for sure. Dear Andy, how about DODO? Would you please check that? I think DODO is a decentralized exchange, isn't it? DODO, a decentralized exchange for the Ethereum network. Rings a bell. DEX, yeah, is a decentralized exchange running on the Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. Okay, so it's a cross-chain decentralized exchange. Let's just take a look at these. They will do well. They will do well. I'm not sure how they work. As in, you know, one's going to be always more efficient than the other one. So there is definitely going to be some competition on decentralized exchanges, but however, there is room for a lot of them. There's room for a bunch of different, you know, decentralized exchanges. Right, this one just most of the cryptos are just, you know, or either almost hitting the summer lows, or sitting at the summer lows, or slightly below the summer lows. So I mean, it's funny to see, because when you take a look at Bitcoin, or when you take a look at Bitcoin or whatever cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, you know, these strong ones, these strong layer ones, you know, maybe a Fantom, Avalanche, Luna, you know, some of them breaking all-time highs, some of them very close to the highs. And there is this discussion on Twitter and on YouTube and everywhere saying, you know, this is not a bear market. We're still in a macro bull market. It is a bear market. This is it, you know, till 2024, 2025, till the next halving and rest of it. And, you know, you can see that some are in a bull market and some are been in a bear market since the May drop, basically, since April. And, you know, you just need to take a look at this one. This one's already, you know, it might be at the end, at the finishes of the bear market. You know, it's just got a few more months till it sees another massive hype. Now, nobody knows exactly when are we going to see, you know, the next bull run for the altcoins, especially if Bitcoin does lose that $40,000 successfully to the downside. Then yeah, forget about any type of bull run for these kind of cryptos. These are going to actually go below the summer lows, and, you know, not much, but they're just going to get, you know, almost forgotten. And this will be the moment, you know, you might have a year or a multi-monthly large accumulation zone, guys, and this is your opportunity to start picking up on these altcoins. I have no idea if DODO is going to be a, you know, successful decentralized exchange. Is it still going to be there? I have no idea what their plans are, but this is going to be the moment. If you have faith in these cryptos, you know, you just need to take a look at Cardano. Can we take a look at Cardano here? Since here we got it. You know, look at Cardano back in 2017. It was absolutely crazy. It went from 1 cent all the way to $1.30 almost. So it did a 130x almost in less than 2 months. It was about a month and a half. And you might think, okay, this was only, you know, massive bubble, because, you know, it is still actually a bubble, because there's not many. They are starting to build on the Cardano blockchain, but this was pure speculation, right? Blockchain, you know, super fast, proof of stake and rest of it. And a lot of application being built on Cardano. What happens, you know, bubble pops, and it looks like that some cryptos, such as DODO, is just right over here right now, and you're just basically going to, you know, these are the summer lows, right? It does look like a market cycle. So like I always say, you know, there are a lot of cryptos that are not going to survive. If we take a look at DODO, and basically taking a look at DODO, hang on a second, let's just take a quick look at DODO here. just so you can see the comparison, we can be in a multi-monthly, even, you know, a year up to 2 years in a massive sideways action for a lot of the cryptos, maybe 80-85%. The only ones that are going to start to continue popping are the very solid blue chips, L1s, L2s. They are actually surviving the hit, maybe some gaming projects also. And yeah, like I showed you on DODO, right over here, you know, it looks like this one. If you take a look at this chart and the Cardano chart, oh, this one went absolutely crazy when it came out. Sorry, on the hype on in February. If you take a look at this one, you compare it to Cardano, you know, there is that kind of, yeah, I don't know what to call it really. Relief kind of rally, that small dead cat bounce, and it just dies off. And if we, this area right now on DODO, and we're basically retesting the summer lows, reminds me very much of this kind of area, right there. And it's maybe just going to take a long time till this crypto gets attention, starts to deliver. But at some point, after a couple of years or maybe several months, we don't really know for these cryptos. Look at what, I mean, Cardano went absolutely crazy. So, yeah, look at Cardano. You know, when you think something is dead and, you know, crypto's here to stay, make sure to get in the good projects that do have a delivering team. You know, you can have the potential of 50x in your you know, my best bet was VeChain. You know, nobody's asked me ever, what has been the crypto where I've made more gains? It was actually VeChain. I made over 50x on VeChain. I didn't take all of the profits. I only took about 20% of profits. But yeah, that 20% of profits was already, yeah, it was already about 15x of what I've invested. I exactly bought VeChain on the March crash in 2020. Which was a fraction of a penny. It was about 0.0029 cent. So yeah, a fraction of a penny. Anyway, enough talk. Let's take a look at these different cryptos. VRA, let's take a look at VRA. Also, request till now. We got a lot of cryptos here. Wow, average, insane amount of cryptos. Let's take a look at VRA quickly. Let's do some just quick analysis on VRA. Let's go with the VRA first. Let me just get this ready because we do want to take a look at Bitcoin also on the 1 hourly, on the 15 minute, see what's going on. VRA. It's at a critical level, very similar to Bitcoin. We might see some very strong volatility. I think on VRA, the best opportunity that you are potentially going to have, and it's very hard to say. Okay, it's very hard to say because we don't really exactly know if we are going to come down and retest the summer lows. It all depends on the Bitcoin sentiment. But if you ask me, I think we are going to defend this level here. We are basically just at the 78% Fibonacci retracement, like the kind of the last point of support from this massive pump. If we start going sideways from here, because we've only just retested a few days ago this area, which is the 2.6 cents, it is definitely a solid level where you do have, you know, resistance, support. You know, this is why you stop there. This is why we have stopped at this area, because it is definitely, you know, a major level where we've stopped several times, and it's the 7.8 from this massive pump. Question is it going to hold? If we start going sideways and start seeing some, you know, pretty nice action here, it's going to be looking good. I would say that if Bitcoin does hit $37,000 just for a little bit of volatility, this one will also have that volatility before it goes sideways and starts picking up. So stay cautious for this potential area. You know, where is it going to stop? It is pretty clear by looking at the consolidation areas that it will stop at this area, very, very likely. If you do have the wick, it's going to have a wick down and come back up. That area is going to hold very, very nicely. I'm talking about the 1.8 cents. So all depending on Bitcoin, what Bitcoin does. Because, I mean, this could look like a very, very solid level. It's like the 78% Fibonacci retracement. You know, it looks like it's going to hold because it's been bouncing as resistance and support every single time. But if Bitcoin drops, you know, this is going to drop as well. That is guaranteed. Right, Andy, UBT, please. I do actually hold some UBT. Enterprise, it's a German cryptocurrency company. I think this one just got absolutely crushed. I bought this one at 26 cents. 26 cents. And I remember Chico Crypto, a strong follower, he makes excellent content, talking about this one when it was at 2 cents. Absolutely insane. And this one did over a 100x, obviously, during the years. What to say about this one? This one is definitely a solid project. Okay, Unibrite. This one is really, really a solid project. Big companies, big partners you backing this project. And I think it's just in a massive consolidate correction, and it will consolidate above the $2. Currently at $1.20. I think that, I mean, this one is a $10 coin in my opinion. All right, in the future. You can take a look at it, Unibrite, check it out, you know, do your own research, Enterprise, and they are big companies starting to use their tech. And it does have huge utility also. This one's going to enter an excellent buy zone. It is just inevitable. It's going to enter an insane buy zone, in my opinion. So we have the summer lows here at about 80 cents. It will be interesting to see if we are going to go down all the way down to this level. Could it go down to this level? It definitely can. It definitely can. Let me just... I mean, it's hard to say on this. We're just basically holding by a thread by this uptrend. Wow. It's going to be interesting. You know, we might see the last point of volatility on this one at this area in between, you know, 80 cents and $1.20. It might be the last point of volatility before we continue up. Fake breakout right there. So very bullish on Unibrite though. Very bullish. This is a $10 coin in the future with huge utility. Let's take a look at I have so many cryptocurrencies here on average here. Let's take a look at, I don't know, KASTA. Let's take a look at KASTA. Guys, KASTA is going to be absolutely huge. The only place where we can analyze KASTA is on Bybit, actually, right over here. Let's find it on the spot exchange. I think KASTA is just going to, you know, and I did do a collaboration with Carl. The application will be launched in about potentially 2-3 months, they're aiming. It's just in a massive long consolidation here, KASTA, you know, taking a look at the 4 hourly. I think it's, yeah, basically it's in a corrective consolidation. It's going sideways, so it's found a nice price level in between, you know, 60 cents and 90 cents. That's it. In my opinion, that's a buy zone. This will pump in the next coming months, especially, you know, when the app comes out. Let's take a look at, yeah, you can't analyze very much here. It's just basically found a nice price level. It's having a nice consolidation. So yeah, this is a recipe of this to pump to higher levels in the coming weeks. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at AVAX. Let's take a look at AVAX. Also Rose. Right, AVAX and Rose. Let's take a look at AVAX and Rose. L1s, guys. L1s. AVAX. I think AVAX, it did get a massive hit, but I think it ended up a great buy zone. Insane buy zone right over here on AVAX. You know, we can take a look at VPVR. Is it a good major level right there? Yeah, I mean, this is absolutely great level here on AVAX, where we start to see a massive amount of huge cluster of volume right there on the VPVR. I think it's very unlikely that we will lose successfully that $75. This is my opinion. We're still in a great uptrend. The only thing is that we are, we created a lower high right there. But yeah, I mean, huge amount of projects getting built on Avalanche. L1s are going to be pretty good in this bear market, right? They are going to be pretty good in this bear market. So such as Avalanche. What we can see here on Avalanche is, yeah, basically this major support level right there. I do not like this lower high. It's not looking good. But you can clearly see that it's defending this range, which is the $75 area. I think major relief rally is very likely. Where is it going to relief to? Well, it is pretty clear by looking at this. You have a small double bottom. I mean, it can't get as bullish as this. This is extremely bullish. In the immediate short term, it looks like the Avalanche could potentially climb all the way to, yeah, basically the $100 range in the next coming days. So clearly defending this range. Now, this doesn't mean we're going to go like this. It could go like this and then like this. So stay cautious with the volatility here below $80. But yeah, next target would be in between $100 and $105, where we are going to get insane amount of resistance, and we are probably going to roll back down from there. Okay, and you are just going to create massive macro lower highs. So yeah, instead of longing this, I would wait the price to come up here and potentially short this. Yeah, we're trading the immediate short term. If you're looking for trades for the coming days, we're looking at the downtrend here. Yes, macro, it is uptrend. It is a massive uptrend on the macro, but yeah, we could basically, still continue this consolidation for months before we continue the uptrend, right? So yeah, basically, like I said, instead of speculating that this is going to go up, because it might slightly go down depending on what Bitcoin does in the next coming days, and slightly wick below the $75, and then yeah, you will be absolutely exterminated if you're thinking you're long in here to exit here. I would do it the other way around. Stay cautious with volatility. If you come up to this level, be patient, let the price come to you, and you start consolidate here with a couple of candles. You're basically hitting the golden pocket. Absolutely, you rest from this dump. This is a pure recipe. You have the Fibonacci golden pocket. You have, the amount of bounces as support from the past. It is just, you're in a downtrend. You've created a lower high. What is the most likely scenario? That you are going to create another lower high right over there, right? So it's just, instead of speculating that you are going to have a pump here, wait for a major correction to that 100 range. Okay, it could go to 110, it could go to 98. It's a range. Okay, to be exact best level of entry would be the $102, which is the exact golden pocket from this major drop. And yeah, it does look like that this drop is getting exhausted, so we might be heading to those levels in the coming days. Expect anything though, all depending on Bitcoin, what kind of volatility, till we have that major pump, right? So that's my take here. I like this kind of price action on the 4 hourly. This is confirming, right? This is kind of a small confirmation that the selling pressure is getting exhausted. Now, this doesn't mean that this could do this and then back up. Okay, like I said, I wouldn't long this, I would short this. So yeah. Let me take a look at right, Fantom also in the comment section. I'm just taking a look at average here. Average, thank you for reminding me of the coins that I need to take a look at. My goodness, we're having a huge bunch of coins. I'm just doing random picks out of all of those altcoins. It's absolutely crazy. Let's take a look at Fantom. Why not? Okay, L1s, L2s, some good projects. Let's take a look at Fantom straight away. I know Fantom is one of the favorites. Yeah, Fantom here from Mandel. Let's take a look at right, let's take a look at Fantom. Fantom is one of the favorites. Fantom is a huge project. Huge project. Basically, Fantom. Right, Fantom did get some support here, but it was creating lower highs. As you can see, this is the 4-hourly chart, right? So we did get above a major resistance level, right? So it was looking pretty good. What happened with this bounce, right, from the resistance turning into support? We created a lower high. So that's already bad news. That's already bad news. You're basically creating lower highs and you're creating a kind of a descending triangle, right, where you are. Yeah, and this basically, I mean, there you have it. You know, if you want to do textbook, you know, TA, you're basically creating lower highs right there. You're basically creating a solid floor here where you are retesting it. You know, bang, bang. The more times you retest, guys, the more chances there is to break it. And it basically did a textbook, you know, small descending triangle right there where you met the textbook target to perfection. And what can we expect right now is the question. What can we expect right now? Zooming out here on Fantom. Let's go with fib levels from the ultra low. And this is already not a good sign. Okay, this peak already is not already a good sign. So macro bullish. Immediate short term, it's starting to look bearish a little bit, okay? Just because on this 4-hourly, you know, we are creating a lower high. We are below major resistance. We are below a very solid area, which is this green box that I got here. So let's go with the fib levels from the low to the high. And we've got a beautiful bounce just at the 50% levels. We've got the consolidation here. So you could have arguably discussed that, you know, if we do lose this resistance, you know, after this lower high descending triangle, you know, you are basically, you need to take if you are thinking and trading this for the retracement after these lower highs, you know, you need to take profits. You're definitely at the 50% level. You need to take profits there because you got this consolidation and you got the 50% Fibonacci retracement, which is, you know, almost always a very solid level. Now, I think Fantom could come to lower levels. It could come to lower levels in the immediate short term before getting a bounce. You know, I can see potentially the $2 levels. It could happen after a drop like this. We might be losing these lows right there, which we haven't just yet. Just lose them and consolidate before we actually see another bounce. Now, a lot of people might think, you know, this is a great support level. This is where I have my stop losses, and your stop losses are basically all the way down here below this level, where it's going to be just a liquidity grab, consolidate, and then have the pump. I'm not sure if we are going to have enough steam after this drop right over here to break this level. Yeah, I prefer actually shorting the $2.50 on Fantom than actually longing from this. But I would feel better longing this also, because it's also a very solid level. It is the 62% Fibonacci, you know, the 618 Fibonacci from the lows to the highs. You know, it is almost perfect. I think this is almost a perfect entry, and I wouldn't try and catch a falling knife. I would wait for a small consolidation. So yeah, that's what I got here quickly for Fantom. Right, let's take a look at the super chat here. Hi Andy, can you take a look at GHST Aavegotchi for me, please, and thank you. Let's take a look at that for Bin Chicken. Thank you very much for the £5, my man. Let's take a look at Aavegotchi for sure. Right, GHST. USD. I think this one is Aavegotchi. It rings a bell. Is it in the gaming? It's gotta be in the gaming NFT space. Aavegotchi. It does ring a bell. It's having a pretty solid growth actually. It's having a pretty solid growth. I like this chart. Yeah, I will have a look at this one. I have heard about it. It doesn't ring a bell right now. But yeah, let's take a look at a chart here on Aavegotchi. Growth is absolutely great. It looks great. There's not a huge amount of liquidity. It's ranked 370. It's only got 138 million in market capitalization. Volatility is absolutely insane. Definitely not a tradable token. This is to buy and hold basically. If you trade this, you're going to be liquidated, more than you actually trade, which is already hard. These wicks are absolutely crazy. But if you ask me, this is entering a pretty good buy zone, I would think. Let's zoom out on the daily. And yeah, I got a note here that I have no idea what this crypto is. I mean, the volatility is insane. If there's no TA here, the only TA, because you can't take a look at solid levels when you have this kind of crazy volatility. It's just absolutely insane. There's no way I'm going to chart this. The only thing I could say is that it's making pretty solid higher lows, right? It's making pretty solid higher lows right there. Even though you lost this low, it might enter a good buy zone. Okay, so it's probably going to lose. You might think the last higher low, but just like here, where you slightly lost the low right there, and then you had a nice recovery. I think that is what could potentially happen to Aavegotchi. And just classic Fibonacci. If you take a look at the lows, and I mean, I can't go all the way up here, can I? It's absolutely crazy. I would go realistically to these highs. I wouldn't count this massive wick because I don't know what the hell is this. But I would just go to these highs basically, from the lows to these highs, and this is basically going to that 61% retracement, to perfection, that blue area. So you got one, just so you can see this level in an uptrend, how accurate it is from the low to the highs right there. Look at this. This wick, I mean, we can count this one because it's not as ridiculous as this one. But yeah, from the lows to the highs, bang, you got it there. Another great entry. So just for the sake of it, let's go to the ultimate low from October and go to the highs. It is basically hitting that area right now. So I would say it's also it's back in this support level right there. It's where it's getting this consolidation. This could reverse from this level. It could reverse from this level. So worst case scenario would be going down to the 78 Fibonacci retracement, right? And I've showed you already, I've showed you just based on Fibonacci. This is why Fibonacci is absolutely great. And who's good at on Fibonacci? Natalie from Bitcoinsensus. She's a Fibonacci expert. She's actually going to go live after me, and she'll Fibonacci everything. She'll Fibonacci, your food. She'll Fibonacci your everything. She'll Fibonacci, whatever. You just ask her, Natalie, can you Fibonacci this? Can you Fibonacci this for me? And she'll Fibonacci for you. So yeah, she'll be going live in about 15 minutes, just after me, I think. And yeah, this is the power of Fibonacci, and there's all sorts. Okay, I will be doing other videos on Fibonacci time, Fibonacci extension. There's also a lot of tools, but I just want to keep the channel pretty simple. And I just showed you here by this coin, by Aavegotchi. that how powerful this tool is by looking at the lows to the highs, you know, bouncing at that 61% 61% ratio. Now let me take a look. Let me take a look. Like I said here, worst case scenario, you got that last point of support level here at the 78% level. That would be the last point of support, in my opinion. Great buy zone. So if it does happen, it's already in a buy zone for me. There's no way I would trade this because of the volatility. You know, a chart that has these kind of wicks. This is not for trading. This is for buying and hodling if you believe in the project. And basically, you are entering that buy zone, in my opinion, right there. So it's in the buy zone already. For potential higher levels in the next coming months. Right, we are in an uptrend. Don't fight the trend. We are in the corrective move, the scary price action of the trend, which is the buy zone. So that's what I got here for Aavegotchi. Thanks for the super chat, my man. Bin Chicken. Right. Let's take a look at different cryptos here. Where's average? I can't go through all the comment section. Absolutely crazy. Let's take a look. Link, please. I have Jersey. Oh, don't ask for link. Don't ask for link, because I will do it, and I'll be 10 minutes on link. Can you do link? You know you want to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we can do Chainlink. I'm just looking for average here, because he did put a bunch of cryptos to take a look at, and yeah, I basically want to take a look at a lot of cryptos for you guys, but yeah, it's almost impossible. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Rose also. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Rose was one of those. Ran, thank you. Let's take a look at Rose. Rose is doing great. Rose is going to be one of those cryptos that it did absolutely explode, actually. Up 27%, guys. We talked about Rose yesterday, and Rose is basically going to explode. It will go above $1, in my personal opinion. It's in an insane uptrend. This is just a recipe for going parabolic. Any chart that goes parabolic starts off like this. If any crypto is going to go parabolic in this bear market sideways action, or whatever you want to call it, because I'm not a strong believer in bull market, bear market right now. I think it's just, we're going to go sideways, a bit to the downside. We'll recover. We won't see kind of bear markets or bull markets like we saw back in 2017. Markets are maturing, but these altcoins will. A lot of altcoins will. And I can show you a bunch of charts, and I might make a video on this actually, on Rose, why Rose could potentially go parabolic very, very soon. Because when you have, just the same as MATIC, this is making the same structure as MATIC. We have potential parabolic moves on MATIC, on Rose, because when you grow like this in an uptrend with higher lows, and you are making spikes like this, higher highs, and you still haven't made any big movements really, right? This hasn't done a 500% move. It hasn't done 1,000% move. It's just done 50% moves, 100, come back down, 50% correction, 60% correction. And these kind of growths, this is screaming for an absolute insane parabolic run to the upside. So, I mean, it's got a slightly, no, it hasn't got bearish divergence actually, because we didn't create a high right there. You could, arguably discuss, a lot of people saying that this is a double top, but no, this is just basically going to consolidate around this area, and it's a full recipe of this absolutely exploding. I can see this, just an easy target to say in the next coming couple of months, and it will go well above this area. Let me just take a look here on this, just for pure speculation. I'm taking a look at some fib levels here from the low to the high. yeah, I mean, I see this one trading at the dollar, trading at $1 after this movement. You know, it will go parabolic to $1.14 in my opinion. I'm looking at the Fibonacci expansion. Sorry guys, I'm looking at the Fibonacci expansion here from the highs to the lows. This consolidation move, it looks like a kind of cup and handle as well actually, but it will go much higher. First target 0.62, that's a fib level where you are going to get resistance. So 63 cents will be a target for Rose in the next coming weeks, maybe days. It looks pretty solid, yeah, not the best cup and handle because the handle can't be that big, but yeah, basically resistance, you know, as soon as you touch that resistance area, I mean, you might reverse from here, but as soon as you touch it, this is calling for a massive explosive move. And this could absolutely retrace still. You know, we could have a retracement. If it does, it's going to be a great buy zone right there. It's in a very solid uptrend. I think this one's just going to consolidate in here. If you do get that retracement, you might get another good entry on Rose. We were calling for a good entry on Rose. What was it, yesterday or before yesterday? I remember taking a look at Rose. You know, this retracement was just a very solid buy. It's just a solid buy right there. Right, let me take a look. Chainlink in the description. Time for Link. Yeah, we all, I mean, I like Link. You know the deal. I like Link. If Link goes to 0, I'll go broke. I won't actually, but it's 30% of my portfolio. I wouldn't like to see Chainlink go to $5 even. I wouldn't mind $15. It's in the cards, $14, $15. Let's do Chainlink straight away. It's holding like a big boy. It's holding there like a big boy. It's doing all right. It's doing quite all right. It's doing good. I think Chainlink can hit 29, 20. Well, we did talk about that level. We basically almost hit it. Almost hit the 29.6. What did we hit? We hit $29 here on the Binance chart. I mean, we were talking about that level. As soon as we broke the $24 right over there, we talked about, you know, there's gonna be a resistance at that level. So yeah, I'm not sure if we are going to successfully break this, you know, $30 range. Very important Fibonacci level. BTC US dollar. Link BTC is an interesting chart. This is a really interesting chart. It's a shame on this because we're getting heavy rejection, and as soon as BTC Link chart breaks above this area, it's going to be looking absolutely great. I remember, you know, a lot of analysts, Benjamin Cowell, I think, I like to see his analysis. It's entertaining. But he was saying, you know, Chainlink is looking for an explosive breakout. You know, and this is the thing. I don't like analyzing Chainlink and I don't like trading it because I hold Chainlink. I am a Chainlink investor. So you can't, I mean, this is something very, it's weird because if you invest in something, you are emotionally attached to it. I am emotionally attached to Chainlink. I cannot trade Chainlink because I am emotionally attached to it. You know, I can trade BTC. I don't hold that much BTC or Chainlink. I mean, or Ethereum. Chainlink is the one that I have. I feel emotion through it, and that is the worst thing you could have, you know, for if you want to trade it. So I don't like trading Chainlink because I always think I'm always looking bullish on Chainlink, and it's, you know, I can't trade it because I'm emotionally attached to it. And that's the worst thing you could do. So yeah, I can't short Chainlink. I can't short it, even though it looks bearish. You know, this might be a bearish sign. Looking at Chainlink, where is it? Yeah, basically here, Link on Link US dollar. This very much looks like that it's going to be a short opportunity, but I just don't want to see it because you are creating lower highs and you are just about to get into that resistance point, and guess what? Very, very likely, I do not want to believe it, but you are going to create a lower high here below $30. And what's going to happen? You're going to dump back down. I think the probabilities are higher than Chainlink actually getting a massive recovery from this point, you know, looking at the probabilities. So am I going to short Chainlink? No, of course I'm not. But it looks like more for a short opportunity. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, I'm linked to Link. I'm getting emotional now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It is what it is. Sometimes you cannot control your emotions. And, you know, Chainlink is one of them that I cannot short because I'm an investor, because I have a huge bag of Chainlink, you know. I have a very, very large position on Chainlink, and yeah, I'm a strong believer in Chainlink in the coming years. So all eyes on BTC. Absolutely. BTC having a little bit of a pumpy action right now. So was this let's see. I mean, Bitcoin is going to be hitting... it's going to be interesting, guys, because as soon as Bitcoin gets above the 42.7, it's going to be looking pretty good. It's going to be looking pretty good. If we break the 2.7 here successfully, close a nice solid 1 hourly candle, I think, you know, very, very likely we're going to see some small price action to the upside. Be careful. We are in a downtrend. This might be another shorting opportunity right there. Okay, you know, just by looking at this scenario over here. We do have the solid resistance level. I don't see us breaking this range anytime soon in the next coming weeks. I'm talking about the 45.7k level. But if you want to, you know, take a look at some shorter term Fibonacci levels, you know, from the high here of the start of the dump to the extreme low. Yeah, this is where we are. We are getting rejected at that 38% Fibonacci retracement. If we break this level, next resistance will be 43.3 and 61%. My favorite, 44.1. 44.1 would be an easy target if you do break 42.7 successfully. Watch out for volatility. Watch out for fake outs. I wouldn't breakout trade. I'm not a breakout trader. All right, guys. I think. Guess who's live? Guess who's live, guys? And like I said, another good way to support the channel. If you're interested, you know, Bybit, you got the best bonus available down below, guys. You get up to $4,100 on Bybit and on Femex, only for experienced traders. Trading is extremely risky, okay? Only for experienced traders. It's a good way to support the channel. You know the deal, guys. And also smashing up that like button, checking out all our socials, Bitcoinsensus website. We have authorities in Thailand to clarify crypto tax plans. If you want to read that article, we got, you know, the latest news that's happening here on the Bitcoinsensus website. Check it out, guys. 250 likes. Come on, we can make it. Yeah, this live stream hadn't got too many likes. It's easy enough just to scroll down. We can make it to 250. Easy peasy. You can do it, guys. And she is live, guys. Miss Fibonacci. Average, thank you very much. Yeah, no time to take a look at all those cryptos. At least I did take a look at, you know, layer ones and different bunch of cryptos. Thank you very much. SLP is dead. Yeah, be careful with SLP. We know it's a utility token on Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity is losing interest. SLP is highly inflationary. Yeah, stay cautious with that one. Miss Fibonacci, she will Fibonacci, you know, whatever you want. She will Fibonacci whatever you want. She is live right now. Miss Fibonacci, I'm going to hop in there for a few minutes, guys, see what's going on. Link is in the comment section, all right? If you want to check out Natalie, she is live. She is live. Make sure to check out Natalie. You did a great job, says Average. Yeah, I mean, too many cryptos there. Because and I want to take a look at the cryptos at least for 2 or 3 minutes, right? You know, you can't do analysis on a crypto for 30 seconds, right? I want to, you know, at least a few minutes. Guys, thank you very much for the insane support. Hey, Andy, have you bought VPAD? No, I did not. I haven't got any VPAD. I did not get any Make sure to check out Natalie. She is live right now. Let's go all jump to Natalie's live stream. I'm going to hop there right now, guys. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.